Welcome to Marvelous Videos. I'm your host, Tia Ayer. I am Groot. If you tell me that there's someone in the universe that does not like Groot, I will never believe it, because it is simply impossible not to love the adorable character. The Marvel Cinematic Universe gave us 2 Groots, and each one won the hearts of millions of fans without even saying anything that was not, I am Groot. Groot is possibly the best part of the Guardians of the Galaxy, be it the wise, original Groot or the sassy baby Groot. Groot is truly the heart of the team and no one can say otherwise. Doting on Groot is an everyday job and I am here for it. So today we dive into the history of this adorably unique character and why fans and fellow superheroes alike so love him. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. All you need to know about Groot. Groot was created by comic legends Stan Lee, Larry and Jack Kirby. James Gunn and Nicole Perlman brought him to life in the MCU with Vin Diesel voicing Groot for every movie since Guardian of the Galaxy 2014. Groot is an extremely intelligent tree-like creature belonging to the Flora colossus species of Planet X. Although he is extremely intelligent and powerful, his heavyweight physiology renders his acoustic organs stiff, limiting his speech to his famous phrase of I am Groot. Groot means large in Dutch, which possibly refers to adult Groot size and his ability to grow in size. Groot's criminal record in Nova Corps includes 3 counts of bodily harm, 15 counts of escape from jail, and 3 counts of mercenary activity. He was frequently the partner of Rocket Raccoon. Their adventures took them everywhere, like traveling to the hub where the duo rescued a family of Scalus from Zaid Scraggot, who planned to harvest the shells of the snail-like creature for tiles in his bathroom. Although they had initially been hired by Squidly under orders from Scraggot to acquire the Scalusks upon learning the cruel fate awaiting them, they instead decided to rescue them from the crime lord. Out of all the Guardians, Groot first became associated with Rocket the Raccoon and embarked on the journey of being a bounty hunter alongside the mercenary raccoon. The duo then encounters Peter Quill and Gamora, who are fighting for the possession of the Power Stone. Groot and Rocket try to stop the fight and capture Peter as a bounty. Unfortunately, all 4 are arrested by the Nova Corps and sent to the prison called Kiln. There, the 4 devise a plan to escape from Kiln by using a device high up on the wall. While trying to help, Groot grows in size and plucks the device, but this sends alarms blaring through the prison, and the group's plan is accelerated as they scramble to escape. They enlist the help of another inmate named Drax and manage to flee. This marks the beginning of the Guardians of the Galaxy. The group then travels to nowhere to sell the Power Stone, but Rocket and Drax have an argument causing distress. Later, a drunk Drax calls on Ronan, fight him so that he can take revenge as Ronan had killed Drax's family. Ronan arrives and is easily able to beat Drax and acquire the Power Stone. Groot saves Drax from death by injecting something into Drax's chest. Rocket wants to leave and urges Groot to come along, but Drax apologizes, and Groot manages to convince Rocket and the group, embarking on their journey to help Xander and Ronan attack and save the world. The Guardians battle Ronan aboard his ship as they grapple to get the Power Stone from him. Rocket crashes a Ravager ship through the Dark Aster, but it hits on Xander. Groot sacrifices himself to shield and save the rest of the Guardians. After the remaining Guardians gain control of the Power Stone and defeat Ronan, they bid a tearful goodbye to Groot. Rocket plants a sapling cut from Groot's body, which grows into a baby, and Rocket names him Groot after his biological father and raises the baby Groot as his own child. Many fans might be confused about both the Groots being the same character, but they are not. Rocket raises baby Groot as his own son on their ship and as a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Baby Groot often listens to Quill's music and dances in his pod. When the Sovereign hires the Guardians to protect valuables from an interdimensional monster, Baby Groot accompanies them, and instead of fighting the beast, he picks fights with the alien reptiles in the area. The Guardians are approached by Quill's father, Ego, and Quill, Gamora, and Drax go with Ego to his planet, while Baby Groot and Rocket stay behind to guard Nebula and repair their ship. Shortly after, the Ravagers arrive on the ship in search of Quill and end up capturing Rocket and Groot, and Nebula is freed. The Ravagers mutiny against their leader Yondu and harass Groot, going as far as stomping on him. Rocket and Yondu devise a plan to escape, and Groot is given the task of finding Yondu's fin. Groot finally gets revenge on the Ravager who harassed him and killed him. They destroy the Ravager's ship except for a breakaway quarter that they use to travel to Ego's planet. They soon figure out Ego's evil plan, and while Quill keeps Ego busy in combat, Rocket assembles a boy, which Baby Groot manages to place in Ego's brain, thus once again saving the world. During the events of Infinity War, we see a grown-up teenage Groot. He is like most teenagers, sassy and addicted to video games with a rebel phase. And after the Guardians rescue Thor, he reveals Thanos' plan to them, Rocket and Groot accompanying Thor to Nidavellir to create a new weapon for Thor. They find a rundown Nidavellir and come across the Dwarfing King, Eitri. The group works together to create Thor's new weapon, Stormbreaker, a powerful and ancient battle axe. As Thor is on the verge of death from holding the portal open to create a weapon using a star, Groot uses his own arm as the handle for Stormbreaker, and they finally finish the weapon, and Groot heals Thor as well. Thor, Groot, and Rocket then teleport to Wakanda and engage in battle against the Outriders. When Thanos manages to use the Infinity Stones, Groot also happens to be among half of the living things to disappear. It's a very emotional moment as Groot weakly calls out, "Dad!" and Rocket can do nothing but watch helplessly. Groot is resurrected in 2023 after the remaining Avengers gather the Infinity Stones and restore all those who have been victims of the blip. Groot then joins Rocket and the rest of the heroes in the battle against 2014 Thanos. After the battle, Groot and the rest of the Guardians of the Galaxy attend Tony Stark's funeral, and then along with Thor return to space to do their work and guard the galaxy. After the Battle of the Earth, citizens knew of Groot, but since they did not know his actual name, he was referred to as Mr. Tree. Groot was also honored at the New Jersey AvengerCon with a section dedicated to him called Mr. Tree's House. What makes Groot a genuinely unique character? Groot is a compelling individual of the Flora Colossus species. He possesses many abilities which are unique to his species. Groot has extraordinary regenerative healing powers. Apparently, he has been killed 3 times, each time being reborn from a sprig. This is possibly a result of his botanopathy. He can grow to any size at incredible speeds, going from ordinary to the giant in some seconds. Groot can stretch his limbs to long distances and shape them into a variety of things to be able to do any sort of task. He typically acquires the shape of a tree humanoid, but can also transform his limbs into dense vines. He can grow his limbs to unknown lengths, which allow him to have stretching powers similar in nature to those of Mr. Fantastic. This is possibly related to his cellular regeneration and botanopathy. Groot is extremely powerful, and his tree-like structure provides him great strength. This immense strength allowed him to be able to overpower Armadillo. His hide is composed of dense wood and is highly durable, allowing him to be immune to most weapons including gunfire and fire. Groot's ability of chlorokinesis enables his control over other plants and his own body, allowing him to turn his limbs into blades or grow them in size or even heal himself from injuries. Groot also has the ability to heal others, and while the full extent of his capabilities is unknown, he was able to get rid of the Gardener of Poison within a few seconds. Groot possesses genius-level intellect, having received the finest education in photonic knowledge from the Arbor Masters of Planet X. He is allegedly highly intelligent and knowledgeable in quasi-dimensional superpositional engineering, although the very notable weakness that Groot possesses is his language barrier. Groot's vocal organs are not flexible, which limits him to only his trademark phrase of "I am Groot." It makes communication very difficult with others. According to Maximus the Mad, Groot has actually been saying a number of things when he says the phrase. People who are unfamiliar with nuances of his speech often misinterpret him as merely saying his name. Only certain people, such as Rocket Raccoon, having stayed with Groot for so long, have been able to pick up the nuances of his speech and are able to understand him. Upcoming I Am Groot the series. Marvel fans have been buzzing about the upcoming I Am Groot series since it was announced. Everyone is looking forward to a series centered around the adorable and loved Guardians of the Galaxy member. I Am Groot will take us back to the days of baby Groot and his own adventures as a little sapling. Marvel released an adorable poster showing us Groot chilling on Peter's Walkman wearing tiny little sunglasses and 2 little alien-looking creatures observing him from afar. Maybe Groot's new little friends? I Am Groot is ready to hit Disney Plus on August 10th. The series is set to take place after the events of the 2014 Guardians of the Galaxy film. The fans eagerly await the cute baby Groot's return and can't wait to witness his little adventures. Everyone considers Groot the heart and soul of the Guardians. There's no doubt that the Guardians of the Galaxy would feel incomplete if it wasn't for him. Apart from the series, Groot is set to make his return in upcoming Marvel movies, with a cameo in the soon-releasing Thor, Love and Thunder. He's going to meet us in the forthcoming third installment of Guardians of the Galaxy, the Guardians Holiday Special, titled Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special on Disney+. It is set to release this year. Groot's adventures are far from over, and fans can rest assured that there's going to be a lot of Groots that's still left to be witnessed. Groot remains one of the most unique characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and is lovely in the most brilliant ways. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.